Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. We have made it, guys. We have finally made it to Secret of the Omnitrix. It's insane to think about that because it felt like yesterday I started the show, and now we've completed all of the episodes of Ben 10, and now we're here with Secret of the Omnitrix. And as you guys probably see in the title, and you'll see in the rest of the videos, this is part 1, and then there'll be part 2 and part 3. As I have mentioned previously in videos, HBO Max has split the film into 3 parts, and they had it as part 1, 2, and 3 is the first 3 episodes of season 4. That's why I made the video about the episode orders and all that kind of stuff in regards to when I need to watch this film, Secret of the Omnitrix, versus season 4 of Ben 10. And most of you were saying Secret of the Omnitrix is the finale. Watch it last. So that's what I'm doing. Now, in terms of the part 1, 2, and 3, that's how it's split. But instead of me, because I'm going to record all in one sitting, hopefully the neighbor may be doing some stuff, so I'm going to try to get this all filmed today, though, as I'm recording this video. So, but I'm splitting it into parts because HBO Max has that, but also you get more of my reaction to the film. If I put it all in one video, it's going to be way less footage because it's all in one video. But if I split into 3 parts, you guys get more reaction and more of my discussion and thoughts about this event, this film. So that's why it's happening. Apologies if you don't like that. It is what it is. I'm releasing these an hour apart on Sunday. So when you're watching this, part 2 is about to drop, and then part 3 a little bit later. So it'll all be released on the same day. So hopefully you guys are excited. So I'm not going to waste any more time, really. I could sit here and keep talking about Ben 10 or whatever, and the journey and everything, which will be for a later date. I think I'm going to make like a retrospective discussion, overall thoughts about Ben 10 at some point after getting through Secret of the Omnitrix and all that. But yeah, I'm ready to get into this thing and check this out because I've been waiting since I really started loving the show to get to this point because you guys have been talking about this for a very long time in regards to the Secret of the Omnitrix. So without further ado, guys, let's get into now Secret of the Omnitrix Part 1. Let's go. It's like a little intro or something. Nice. Okay.
To go to the mall today.
Sorry.
Oh.
Got a little sidetracked.
Of course, a countdown. Dr. Animo. Okay.
Okay, Animo. Science
Okay, Animo. Jeez. Whoa. Okay, it's big. Okay. It's immune to fire, basically, maybe?
I'll just have to turn it up.
Oh. Okay. You might want to run, maybe. Error, okay. So that did work. Maybe not. Whoa. Watch out.
What's up with the watch?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Orange or something? Wait, are we going inside the watch right now? Oh. Oh. I'm noticing it looks a little different. The show in some spots, like the shadows, I don't know. Oh, damn. Okay. You did the same thing in -10 part 2. You ran into a wall. Magic.
You're going down. How do you think these will make me look? Like a total...
They won't really know. Sure.
But I don't know what... I'm the one stuck in some dumb clothing store during...
But you get to constantly do what you want, pretty much.
Gwen needs a break.
What the hell's going on?
Banned from an entire mall?
Banned?
I've been so humiliated.
Well, that sucks.
in my life.
What was that? I think a spaceship's coming. Maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh my god, a giant spaceship.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Diamond Head Crystal?
Yeah.
Tetrax.
Okay. Cool. Hey.
Yeah. Then why are you here?
Yeah, why?
I picked up the SDM signal from the Omnitrix.
Self-destruct mode.
The Omnitrix broadcasts a
Self-destruct
signal that
mode?
begins its countdown,
Destroy itself?
along with whoever is wearing it at the time.
Exactly.
Man, you don't know what that...
You don't know. Okay, so that's what triggered it. It may make sense. Yeah.
Who's Azimuth?
The rumored creator of the Omnitrix.
The creator?
Sketchy at best. We can scan the galaxy until we locate it.
How long
Interesting.
until the watch
Interesting.
self-destructs?
There's no telling who else has picked up on the signal.
Oh, that's true too. If he found out, yeah.
It's always serious, Grandpa. And I
Yeah,
always
you needed
will.
to take it serious. Come
With
on.
some help. Since when do I ever mess things up? Do you want your list
Yeah.
in chronological or alphabetical order?
Thank you, Quinn. Thank you.
My grandson.
It can recreate over 1,000 different courses. You're welcome to use it anytime.
Interesting.
Looks like a big video game.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Oh.
Living snot.
Oh, wow. Like Lightspeed or something?
Initiating artificial gravity.
Wait, what?
Your ship will be useful in my quest for the Omnitrix.
Oh!
Earth boy who imprisoned me in that cursed null void dimension. We have intercepted a signal. It appears to be
Same symbol. Oh, shit.
the Omnitrix.
I've had many of these tests performed on myself. Never felt a thing.
Okay.
You have like
Whoa. Okay. Breaking it down, piece by
Can't
piece.
find Azimuth's DNA signature. Azimuth is on Incarcicon, the prison planet.
the creator
Prison
of the
planet.
Omnitrix is in some space slammer?
Security
Uh-oh.
lower level.
Vilgax. He's there, right? He's
We have
there.
an intruder.
It's Gwen. Because Gwen wasn't there when they flew away. It's Gwen. Yep.
Fido, but I figured you could use some backup.
Okay, I was wondering why she's here. Okay, makes sense. Wrong button. Okay, good catch.
I just figured since Ben can't find his toothbrush when it's stuck in his mouth, he could use some help finding the
Exactly.
creator.
Oh. Oh, it's getting closer.
Countdown appears to have accelerated.
Aren't you a little bit worried that the self-destruct countdown
Oh, it's
is sped
simulation.
up? Nah. Tetrax said Azimuth would deactivate the Omnitrix, not
Yeah.
fix it.
Well, I mean, oh, I don't know.
I thought you'd be relieved to have it off. You've done
I
well
don't know.
with
I
the
mean,
Omnitrix. Better than
he's done
any
really good as
earthly
being a
good.
hero.
Your transformations speed up the countdown.
You can't use it
You
anymore.
shouldn't use the Omnitrix again.
Great. Gwen's in love with the snot blob.
We're coming
Gwen's in
upon
love. I don't think Gwen's
Incarcicon.
in love. Whatever he's doing, oh shit, it's not working.
Vendor security clearance accepted.
Why did it not work all those other times?
They think we're a garbage truck?
Sure.
No, most species love humans. They're considered quite a delicacy.
For eating. Oh, okay.
My missions require a disguise. I
What
have
kind of
just the one
disguise?
for you two.
It's a lot of aliens. Holy crap.
No guards, no rules, no parole. On
Really?
Antarctica, it's survival of the meanest.
Uh-oh. Who's that?
Help yourself.
I'm surprised they showed that. Okay. Oh.
No way. He must have picked up on
Is that actually him, though? I don't know. Oh, shit.
Hi.
Hi.
You guys have all had dinner, right?
It's not Vilgax. He's out there. It's just that's not him.
It's not my
Ooh.
fault you're here, 6-6.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Can't do the top.
So wait, it is? No, that's not Vilgax. I'm confused.
It turned into a human.
Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, we're seeing some of the aliens that Ben could turn into. There you have it, guys. Part 1 of Secret of the Omnitrix. What a way to start off this film. Holy crap. And I felt like it was a good stopping point for this episode-esque in terms of splitting it into 3 parts. I felt like it had a good stopping point, especially with Ben and Gwen, who were told that humans are considered delicacies and that you could be eaten. And of course, they're there and they're being surrounded by aliens because they realize, wait, how did he turn into a human? What? Because, of course, he was Upchuck. And the Omnitrix, they all figured out it was the Omnitrix. So, let's start off with the beginning of the episode with Dr. Animo and everything. And then what episode? You get what I'm saying. I'm thinking about it as an episode, but the start of the film here, that's what I meant to say. Anyways, so Dr. Animo, I really like the fact that they just open with Dr. Animo and he has this crazy, like machine or whatever, and then Ben stops it. And then there was this like effect because he did successfully stop it from counting down to completely to 0. but then there's like this wave of energy or something that hits the Omnitrix to where now it's in a self-destruct mode, counting down, and they have no idea what's going on. He's just saying that the watch is acting up, and he doesn't know exactly what's happening with it. And so Gwen wants to have her day. She wants to go to the mall, and of course the watch is acting up, and then they get kicked out because it like basically shoots Ben and runs into Gwen, and then runs into the girl that's working at the store, and they get banned from the mall, just banned completely. So ruining Gwen's day. But also it's like Ben's complaining, and Max makes the point, you know, Gwen just needs a break from all the mayhem, all the chaos. Like, it's a good point. Then we get to where they're out in the rust bucket, sleeping at like 3:30 in the morning, and here comes this giant spaceship, and who is it? Tetrax. I think it's pronounce his name. The Diamond Head, the character who we saw back in season 1, who I believe was a bounty hunter as well when we first got introduced to him. But Tetrax is here, and he received the signal from the Omnitrix, and then he said self-destruct, essentially. I think at SDM or something, and then Max is like self-destruct mode or something. Like it's in self-destruct mode, and he's like, yep, I received the signal, and that means other people did as well. And then they show who did, which I'll get to that in a second. So they have to take Ben, almost said Max, take Ben to the creator of the Omnitrix. I'm like, what? I think they said Azimuth or something, like that's the character. I'm assuming we'll hear the name again, so I'll definitely know for sure. But they said the creator of the Omnitrix. And then to come to find out that he's in some sort of prison or something, which apparently this prison has like no guards, no parole or nothing. You're just there, right? Kind of crazy. There's no policing it or whatever. It's literally just a free-for-all at this prison that's floating in space. Look, it looks kind of like a watchtower from DC, the design of the prison. So they have to go and find the creator, and they're not fixing it. They're going to remove it because it seems that the Omnitrix needs to be removed and destroyed or whatever, and so Ben can survive. Because if the Omnitrix explodes or self-destructs, Ben goes along with it, okay? And there's no survivor in terms of who's wearing it. So, yeah, Ben's not liking that thing too well, and he was told not to use it. Of course, he used it again as Upchuck, because when he used it when they found Gwen, it was like, because when they showed the ship flying away, Gwen wasn't standing next to Max. I'm thinking, well, that was odd, because I'm thinking they didn't forget to put her in there. Like that's too much of a miss in terms of like a mistake. So there's no way that was true. It turns out no, because she was actually on the ship. She secretly got on, and Max probably actually saw her though, but we didn't see it until it was relevant to the story when they had a breach or whatever. Because you think it's one individual, but it's not. It's Gwen. I'm like, it's not. I assumed it was Vilgax because they revealed Vilgax is out of the void, and he's like, the Omnitrix. Every single time. This dude is so obsessed with the Omnitrix. But also, too, you cannot have, I don't think, in terms of the Ben 10 continuity of the original series, because, of course, I know they did like a Ben 10 reboot, which you guys been telling me, never watch the Ben 10 reboot. I won't. So, but every single time there's an event, especially when you're doing a film with Ben 10, to have Vilgax not appear makes no sense. So it makes sense that Vilgax is here. How to get out of the null void, I don't know, but it doesn't matter because the Omnitrix. He needs that damn device so bad. He almost got it in season 2 finale. And ultimately no, but he was close. The Omnitrix. He just loves saying that word. I feel like he's obsessed with saying the word as much as he's obsessed with the actual thing itself. So they locate, after doing some testing, they locate the signature of the creator of the Omnitrix through his signature on the back of the watch. And then they, of course, like I said, they found him at some sort of prison. That's where he's at, some sort of prison. So they go down and they give Gwen and Ben a disguise where he's on top of Gwen's shoulders, Ben is, and they're this alien with like a really bad alien costume. He's like flapping little tendrils or wings or whatever. And there's all these aliens, and then we're seeing some aliens in the background that look kind of familiar. Like some look really close. Like I think I saw one that wasn't like literally upgrade walking, but then there was like a version of Stinkfly that wasn't exactly like his Stinkfly, but kind of close. There's also one that was also looked like Ripjaw that was talking at one point. Not exactly the same color scheme and design, but pretty close. And there's all these aliens. Like, it's insane how many are in this prison. I mean, it's a giant prison and floating in space. But there's so many different aliens. And it's like, I just want to go back and just pause and just look at like the different designs. Because I'm like, look at that alien. Because that one that we saw ate that little alien, which was really disgusting. I'm like, I'm surprised they actually showed that. I thought that was interesting. Like, even though it's disgusting, it's a different alien we've not seen before. I like the fact that in this world that they've established for Ben 10, there are so many races of aliens and different species of aliens out there that it seems like it potentially could be endless. Like, there's a whole entire like galaxy and the whole entire universe they've created within this continuity of a show. And of course, within that, they have this thing called the Omnitrix that Ben can use to turn into all these different type of aliens and potentially all these other ones that we just saw. He potentially could turn into them at some point. It's bonkers. It's crazy. So we have 6-6, which is the bounty hunter reveals himself. They're starting to fight Tetrax. And then we see what I knew it wasn't Vilgax because I feel like it's too early. I feel like in part 2, Vilgax will finally reveal himself to Ben. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm just assuming. I'm just taking a theory there, I guess. So, but we see a female version of Vilgax's species fighting Upchuck for a second because Ben turns into Upchuck and starts running after, even though he was told, do not use the Omnitrix because it's gonna cause the countdown to go faster. Because when he was gonna turn into Accelerate, turn into, I think Wild Mutt is the name of it. But anyways, when he turned into it and then turned back, the actual countdown accelerated on the Omnitrix to self-destruct because he used it. He used it again as Upchuck to go after who we assume is Vilgax, and ultimately, no, not the case at all. So, I think for theorizing part 2 in regards to what I think is going to happen, I think Vilgax is going to reveal himself to Ben, potentially maybe even still Ben, or go after and kidnap Gwen, something to that effect. I feel like we're going to meet the creator of the Omnitrix, which is crazy because there's some times in this show, they'll bring something up that I never thought to think about myself or never thought to question until they bring it up and go, holy crap, exactly, because it never occurred to me, even though I saw the opening of the show, the first episode, and went, okay, the Omnitrix came out of that ship that was being chased by that villain, ended up being Vilgax. I never once thought, who was the person that sent the Omnitrix? And it turns out it was Xylene, who ultimately was trying to send it to Max, and then Ben got it by accident because it was shot a little off, just a smidge from where it was supposed to be targeted. So that's why Ben got it instead of Max. And I never really thought to ask who sent the Omnitrix. Now, I never really thought to ask who created the Omnitrix. I never thought to ask that question. And now I'm thinking about it because the show brought it up. It's the beauty of this show. I think it's because it distracts me enough for me to watch all this other really cool stuff going on, for me not to ask these kind of questions, which maybe to some is a basic question, like who created the Omnitrix, who sent the Omnitrix, and the down the line. But when I'm just so invested with this kid who really shouldn't have the Omnitrix, but he does, and he's slowly learning how to use the different characters, the different heroes, and slowly learning how to use them better and more efficiently, you know, I'm kind of just enthralled with all that, and all the villains keep popping up and all that kind of stuff. It's just like those questions that are very grand and big questions about the Omnitrix, I never really thought about asking. And maybe I did ask about who sent the Omnitrix early on, but I just forgot about it because we jumped to all that kind of stuff because they waited till literally season 3 to basically reveal it was Xylene. She's had a past relationship with Max, and Ben, you were not meant to get the Omnitrix. It was supposed to go to Max, which makes more sense, which made me go, I want to see a Max with the Omnitrix show. How would that look? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if Max is in a different place in his life, and like, whatever the timeline is, what would Max's life be like when he got the Omnitrix? Would he have the kids? Would he have his grandkids being Gwen and Ben? I'm curious about that. Like, where would Max's life be at? So I liked that fact that I was able to bring up those questions because of the reveal from Xylene. So with this, I'm curious, has the creator of the Omnitrix, has he made more than one? Because we see in the Ben 10 future timeline with Ken 10, he gets an Omnitrix. So I'm assuming there's more than one out there now. I could be wrong. There may be just the one. Maybe it was mentioned before there was more than one. I don't remember, but I'm curious to know if this was a special one-off creation or if there was other versions of the Omnitrix that have been made. I don't know. So overall, I really enjoyed part one. It is kind of odd that it's a movie and I'm watching as a split thing with me giving a review based on the part and not the whole film. But I feel like ultimately this is just better for the content in terms of more reaction, more discussion, and all that kind of stuff for this film. And so far, it's been great. Also, too, as I mentioned in my reaction, I'm hoping I kept it in, is that I noticed that the actual footage of like the actual movie itself, it looks a little bit better in terms of the shading, in terms of the actual design. It looks a little bit more polished. And I'm probably because they probably had a little bit of a bigger budget for this Secret of the Omnitrix movie. That's probably my guess, because I noticed pretty much right away that the shading and the colors looked a little bit like more polished. So I'm like, okay, so it looks a little bit better than the show, which I feel like the show looked great, but I feel like the movie looks a little better, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed the part one, Secret of the Omnitrix. We're going to jump in, hopefully, to part two without any disruptions from the from my neighbors. Okay, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you guys soon. Part two's coming out soon. Peace out.